Hey, welcome to my channel. My name's Christine, known as Willow and Contessa. I've got numerous names actually, I quite like that, depending who I speak to. So just a little bit of info about the what I'm planning to do on this channel. My aim as a Silver Sister is to empower other women to do the same, evolve inside and embrace the authentic you. Not be told by society what you should be wearing, at what age, how you should be wearing your hair. I don't know about you, but I'm really tired of people telling me, you know, I should be having a bob, or you look so much nicer when your hair was shorter. You're letting yourself go, Christine. Like, what is this? Do you know what? This is probably the most liberating thing I've ever done. I started letting my hair grow out about 6 years ago. Originally a brunette. I then went blonde, just blonde streaks, allowing the grey to come through. And although, you know, it was nice and all that, but it just wasn't me, and I was just attracting attention that I really didn't want. So when I turned 50, I told my hairdresser, who's also my friend, do you know what, I'm just going to let my hair grow out. And she kept saying, well, you know, your hair's not that grey yet. And I said, I don't care, I just don't care. And she goes, oh, it might, you know, it'll age you. Don't care. I don't actually care what it looks like. I just know I'm not a blonde and I can't be a brunette anymore. Nature is saying it's time for you to be grey. So I just did it. Played around with a few toners. I used to have it quite short to about here. Played around with a few toners, had a bit of pink in it, you know, had a bit of fun with all of that. And then when it was all grown out, I then started growing it long. And then the comments started, you know, oh, you can't be, you know, you're over 50, you shouldn't have your hair long, you know, so forth. And I said, well, I don't really care what people think. I actually just want to look like a wizard. I just said, I want to look like the wise old lady. I think I'm getting there. I've got it to about here. I'm going to grow it to, don't know if you can see, but down to my boob, just under my boob maybe. It's probably the best texture my hair's ever been in my entire life. Let's just say that. So for me, it's about being authentic. You know, what does authenticity mean to you? For me, it's, you know, who are you when no one's looking? Well, this is it. This is who I am when no one's looking. And I've nothing to hide anymore, you know. I don't feel I need to follow any particular trend. I don't feel, not that I've ever really done that anyhow, it just wasn't really me. I always followed some kind of subculture, you know. I was a goth for many years, and, you know, all those sorts of things you do when you're young. But now I just want to be free, and I've got to say it, having my hair grey and long, I just feel so free. I feel people take me more seriously. I don't put up with anything. I feel I can just say what I think and people kind of accept it. I could be completely wrong. They could be looking at me and going, oh, shut up, you silly old lady. But again, I don't really care. That's just who I am now. So when I bought Stevie, probably about, I've had Stevie about 5-6 weeks. Stevie's my Talbot Express 1992 model. She's 30 years old. Oh my God, it was the best. I just love her so much. You know, if I could marry a van, I probably would. I'd marry Stevie. Stevie's named after Stevie Nicks, just so you know. And I bought her, and I've been out with her a few times now, out in the van. I'm trying to do off-grid, but at the moment I'm just getting my head around actually driving her and understanding how she works. So at the moment I'm trying to work out how to charge her 12-volt leisure battery. I've got no idea. I have a cockapoo, Charlie, who comes with me. So on this channel, what I'm hoping to do is show you the rawness of what it's actually like to go out in a van, and especially as a solo camper. I'm a solo female camper. Although I have joined a solo group online on Facebook, and I've started sort of going to places with them. And for me, it's about just learning from them and meeting other people who are into this sort of thing. It's been really beneficial because, you know, obviously I don't really know what I'm doing. And I've tried, you know, I get on YouTube, I do all those things, but there are just some things I'd really like someone to say, hey, you know what, this is what you do, blah, 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 blah. And it's been really good. And then what I plan to do, once I get the confidence of understanding my van and understanding what it's like to go off-grid, and knowing actually where to camp, because I know in England it's you're not allowed to do wild camping. So knowing where it's safe to do that without getting caught. I would like to go and do it. I'd like to give it a go because that's my idea. Eventually I will be taking this van to Australia, which I will continue my journey. But I'd like you to come along. I'd love you to come along and see how it is. And hopefully it gives you the confidence to just get out there and do it. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a camper. You don't necessarily have to go and buy a van. But whatever freedom means to you, grab it, you know. Go for it. Don't let society tell you that because you're a certain age or whatever. Whatever it is that makes you feel free, do it. But I would say step one, grow your hair grey, because honestly, without this, I probably wouldn't have done any of the rest. Go your own way.